Breaking tonight, Kevin McCarthy's short and rocky run as Speaker of the House of Representatives has come to an end. The California Republican, who until a few hours ago was second in line to the presidency, was voted out of the speakership this afternoon, 9 months after he was elected to the job. His ouster came after key members of the narrow Republican majority he presided over turned on him in a dramatic statement of no confidence. The final vote, 216 to 210, with Democrats overwhelmingly joining dissatisfied Republicans in voting against him. The call for McCarthy's removal was instigated by Congressman Matt Gaetz just days after McCarthy made a deal with Democrats to keep the government open without deep spending cuts some Republicans wanted. Garrett Haake has been watching it all for us and has the latest.
Tonight, after an historic vote in the U.S. House, now former Speaker Kevin McCarthy returning to an office that is no longer his.
I can continue to fight, maybe in a different manner. I will not run for Speaker again.
The office of Speaker of the House of the United States House of Representatives is hereby declared vacant.
Acting on a motion by Florida Republican Matt Gaetz, 8 Republicans joining with Democrats in voting to vacate the position of Speaker for the first time ever, following an impassioned floor debate.
It's disgusting. It's what's disgusting about Washington.
It's selfish, bad for conservative policies, and bad for America. That's why I strongly support Speaker Kevin McCarthy.
There's nothing selfish about wanting a Speaker of the House who tells the truth.
North Carolina Republican Patrick McHenry taking over as temporary Speaker.
The chair declares the House in recess, subject to the call of the chair.
Gaetz declaring victory.
It's the benefit of this country that we have a better Speaker of the House than Kevin McCarthy. Kevin McCarthy couldn't keep his word.
While McCarthy's allies heaped scorn on the Republican rebels for dividing the party.
Matt Gaetz wants to wreak havoc and chaos within the Republican Party, and he's doing just that. And unfortunately, the American people are pawns in his narcissistic game of charades.
The seed for Gaetz' challenge to McCarthy was planted in January, when the Florida firebrand was the last Republican holdout to oppose making McCarthy Speaker, eventually switching his vote to present on the 15th ballot. After McCarthy worked with Democrats to temporarily delay a government shutdown this weekend, Gaetz vowed to try to remove him, with McCarthy saying today,
I think Matt has planned this all along. It didn't matter what we transpired.
Projecting confidence even as he arrived for the vote.
Look, I'm an optimist because I think there's no point in being anything else.
The narrowly divided House left Democrats an opening. Would they intervene to save a leader many despise?
The bottom line here is that just nobody trusts Kevin McCarthy.
Nobody trusts Kevin McCarthy. Nobody trusts Kevin McCarthy. And why should we?
After a 2-hour meeting, the Democratic leader announcing they'd stay out of the GOP's civil war, but vote against McCarthy.
And Garrett joins me now. Garrett, what happens now?
So what happens next? The House has to select a new Speaker, and soon. But members have been told there are no more votes this week, meaning any new Speaker would come next week as House Republicans try to plot a path forward for their fractured party. Lester?
Garrett Haake, thank you. Let me bring in Kristen Welker now, the moderator of Meet the Press. And Kristen, you've been talking with Republicans all day about the impact of all this.
Lester, that's right. And these extraordinary events expose deep divisions. Republicans who were opposed to removing McCarthy tell us it really imperils their conservative agenda. Now, former President Trump posting, quote, why is it that Republicans are always fighting among themselves instead of Democrats, while former Vice President Pence called all of this chaos. Lester, big picture, our latest NBC News poll shows the GOP with big advantages on issues like the economy. And there's real concern among Republicans that events like today could really hurt their chances in 2024.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.